Yeah, I hate these infatuation things, you know? Like, you like a girl, but nothing happens, and you like this girl for like no exact reason, you know what I mean? This shit's horrible. Who is this girl? May I ask? Maybe she's a girl from the blast from the past, but nah, she's this other girl. The type can change her whole wide world. Bad boy, super good, but that's who you really were. And then she's always on my mind, trying to talk to her. Yeah, I'm always on my grind, but every time I try to flirt, she won't give me a sign. So I ask myself, is she trying to be hard to get? And another, do you have her number yet? She's probably gonna reject me, probably, but I'ma keep on going after her so I can see. Cause you only regret the things that you don't do. Maybe if I get this right, call her my boo. Answer the telephone and tell her that I love her too. So let's stop this rhyming and just talk. Maybe go for a movie, dinner, and a walk. Oh, you don't like Chinese? That's screw man should walk. Sorry for a cheap date, I'm unemployed. And if you say no, then my heart's destroyed. Just another decoy from them other pretty girls. And if I get this right, I will think you're like the best. And if I get this wrong, then I'll think you're like the rest. I hate these so-called infatuations, getting me mixed up in my own love calculations. Why is this so? Cause she's possibly the cutest. Is it her smile? Yeah, that part too. Her personality? Yeah, that part too. And her eyes? Yeah, that part too. Is it her smile? Yeah, that part too. Her personality? Yeah, that part too. And her eyes? Yeah, that part too. That's why I hate infatuation, it messes with my mind. Then she asks you, why do you like her? When you answer that you just don't know, she does this little awkward look that makes a little sigh. But you wanna tell her deep inside that it's her laugh that can make you smile. Fair little jokes, but it makes your day way better. And you wouldn't be this happy if you haven't ever met her. With the tone of her voice soothing when you need a bit of talking. You notice the smallest details when you're both walking. And when you're talking to her, you just want it to continue. Excited to find out when and where in the next venue. Just remember, you should always keep her happy, cause that's your main goal, or you'll get a big toll. If it just being another infatuation, you'll have another story from this situation. And I know that you'll feel sad cause it's another heart broken. Take it from me cause it's my own words spoken. Infatuations. Is it her smile? Yeah, that part too. Her personality? Yeah, that part too. And her eyes? Yeah, that part too. Is it her smile? Yeah, that part too. Her personality? Yeah, that part too. And her eyes? Yeah, that part too. Is it her smile? Yeah, that part too. Her personality? Yeah, that part too. And her eyes? Yeah, that part too. Is it her smile? Yeah, that part too. Her personality? Yeah, that part too. And her eyes? Yeah, that part too. Is it her smile? Yeah, that part too. Her personality? Yeah, that part too. And her eyes? Yeah, that part too. Is it her smile? Yeah, that part too. Her personality? Yeah, that part too. And her eyes? Yeah, that part too.